I am so excited to make this video because I'm finally building a proper bookshelf. If you see me looking off that way, it's because that's where my viewfinder is. I'm actually going to move it. Now please ignore this little gap here between the bookshelves. I will have that sorted out at some point. There is carpet in this room and that's what the problem is. I recently moved. I don't know how many of you guys know this. If you follow me on my main account, my main channel, then you will know this. If you don't follow me, then you will not know this. But I've moved cities, I moved to Leicester, and I have a house now, which means I have an office, which means I have a library in the office, which means I have book space now. Now, these are obviously not going to fill the whole space. That's the point. The point is I'm going to have a lot of free space so that I can actually fill it with more books, because at a certain point my bookshelf was so booked and busy I had to start decluttering books that I didn't necessarily want to get rid of, but I just didn't have space and I wanted to bring other books in, and now I get to keep some of those books that I decluttered. I know, it's a bit toxic, and I get to buy more books. So now this box right on top here is a Nintendo related box. This will go on one of these shelves. I'd have to figure out which one. The rest, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 boxes of this size of books. So I'm gonna have you guys join me. You're probably wondering, why are you wearing headphones, you absolute weirdo? And that is because I'm gonna not talk through all of it because that would be weird. Because I don't actually have that much to say about everything. So in between I might just be listening to something, so then I might just speed that up for you guys. I don't even know where to really start. I'm like so excited. I've been itching to do this. I had these shelves built the day before yesterday, and by had these shelves built, I mean my boyfriend built them for me, very kindly so. We all know IKEA is the most frustrating thing to build, so he didn't do a bad job, as in he did a great job. This is not his fault. That is the carpet. It's uneven because it's a carpet and it's very fluffy, which is nice for an office space. Feels really cozy, but yeah. I recently went to Waterstones as well, and I bought myself If We Were Villains. I want to read some more dark academia, and I also got myself After the Crash, which is apparently Thriller of the Year. I don't know who decided that, but it's by Michael Bussey. A plane crash, a sole survivor, but who is she? It's just about a plane crash, and I thought that was really cool. I'm gonna put that off to the side as well. And I also got Iron Flame because I got Fourth Wing. Haven't read it yet. It got all the hype. I decided that I probably would enjoy it, so I got myself the second one, and now everyone is telling me that this one sucks. But it's a cool looking cover, so if I hate it, it will still look pretty cool on my spacious bookshelves, because I have space now to keep books that I don't like but look cute. Now, I don't know how I'm going to do this. There's not much, but there are a few bits and bobs. This might be a really long video. I hope you guys are ready for that. So I have a few limited editions of Nintendos and a few things I want to start buying, but then also showing on my bookshelf, because I didn't have any space for it at my old house, which was actually just a 1-bed apartment in London. That was costing me an arm and a leg. I don't want to scratch any of these. I think this is, oh no, this is a cute one. I don't want to scratch any of these. Oh yeah, definitely bubble wrap them to share, because I didn't want any of them to get damaged, as you can probably imagine. Moving is so stressful. I don't know who, does anyone enjoy moving house? Like, there's the excitement of obviously having something new and like whatever. But shit is so stressful. This is my Zelda 3DS. It's the Triforce one. I mean, what can I say? I love it. I got this on eBay secondhand, and it was like used, but it's in perfect condition, so I live for that. It has just like a few scratches, like somewhere here. I don't know if you guys can see them. I'm gonna buy some like things to display them, like so, like one of these tiered things, but for now it's just gonna live there. I also recently got the Pokeball 2DS and the Pikachu 2DS in mint condition. I did, and I heavily overpaid for them. I think I paid more than double what the retail price was, which means I ended up spending about 850 for the two of them. because the same seller was selling them. And yeah, I'm so happy to have them though. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you ask me like, do you regret your purchase? No. I think they are absolutely stunning. And I'm so glad I have them in mint condition. And that was right, I think, before the 3DS shop shut down. I've put them back in the box for the move because I didn't want them to get scratched up. So I'm not gonna take them out for now. I'm just gonna display them for now, but once I have cute stands or something, oh, here it is. I'm gonna definitely take them out of the box and like use them. I'm not really planning on like reselling them anytime soon, and if I do, then oh well. But I do plan on using them because I love the way they look, and I'm basically replaying some DS games, and I think they look really cute on the 2DS because obviously they're not 3D. And I think it's just really cool. Anyway, those are gonna go here. For now, I have my custom Switch controller. I did have it wrapped. I didn't just have it like raw dog in the box. But this will go on the TV. I actually have a TV in the office. This is basically a little bit of a man cave because my boyfriend works a job, a 9 to 5. I work from home. So I'm actually gonna spend most of my time in here alone. So I just thought I'd make it cozy and fun and fresh, like almost like a living room, or like, you know, you have like a bedroom at your parents' house and like you don't have a living room because you just live and exist in your bedroom. That's what this room is for me. It is my bedroom. It is like essentially my room of just like my stuff. I've got my piano, I've got my TV, I've got my makeup, I've got my desk to work at, and I've got the bookshelves, and I'm gonna have an armchair, and I'm gonna get to like play my Switch games here and read my books. Anyway, that's gonna go near the TV because I'm actually gonna use it. That's not for decoration purposes only. I've got my Switch. Slay. I've got, what is this, honey? Oh, this is, I think, yeah, cute. This is the coin and little bag from the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom collection. I'm actually gonna open it. I know. Everyone's screaming, everyone's shouting, everyone's throwing hands. That's very cute. I want to open it and just not have it crinkling around. I don't think I'm gonna sell this stuff. That's the point. Like, I always say, oh, I buy stuff that will resell, as if I'm ever gonna resell it. Like, I used to say that about handbags as well. Like, oh, I'm gonna resell this. It's a great resale value. As if I've ever sold a bag. What's in here? Oh, that is so cool. This is a suitcase thing. I didn't know what this was. I thought this goes in there. No, this is for a suitcase. You put it on there, it's got your name and address and your telephone number. That is actually super duper cute. I think this is so cool. Anyway, I might use that, who knows. I also have the little Zelda Tears of the Kingdom little coin. And you can actually display it. And that's the kind of person I'm going to be. I'm going to display it. I also have the notebook, which I might keep in the wrapping. I don't know. I'll keep that like that for now. I've got my white dock and all of my cables, which are obviously going to go by the TV. The last, but most certainly not least, is the unopened Tears of the Kingdom Switch that I decided to get last minute. I said I wouldn't, and then I did. Because I have an addiction to all things Nintendo. I just didn't think I needed it because I already have 2 Switches. I have just the regular one, and then I have the OLED one, which I obviously use, and I ended up buying another one. But Zelda is one of my favourite game series of all time, but also my favourite game of all time. Well, Breath of the Wild is definitely my favourite game of all time. I think that's what started it all. But Tears of the Kingdom is a definite matchup. Might put that right here. If I just put it at a bit of an angle like that, and then I have the little coin. That's super cute. These will obviously go through a few revisions. I have this thing where suddenly I'll get a sudden burst of like energy and I just decide to reorganize bookshelves and everything. So these might not stay like that forever. You guys can't see that. I'm gonna just show you guys what we're cooking with. Ta-da! That's it so far. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I don't know where my other Nintendo is. I had like another Nintendo 3DS. It was my one that had all my 3DS stuff, my games on it, and I don't know where it is. I think I've lost a 3DS. It was like the black metallic one. I bought like £300 worth of games on that DS. Or was it on this one? I guess we'll find out today. Okay, well, it is not on this one. Cool. Well, that is awkward, that's for sure. Cute, extremely cute. I love this. I don't know what my thought process is, but whatever it is, it will be. Okay, so we have Iron Flame. Now I'm thinking I'm going to do... What am I thinking I'm going to do? Wow, book number 1. So I have The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, which is my limited edition. I'm just going to put them out for now, and then I'll just kind of hope for the best later on. We've got Cersei. This seems to be the fantasy box, which goes with Iron Flame, so I might just go down that path. We got the Six of Crows, Shadowbone. I also have the other one, wherever that one is. Sorcery of Thorns. I decided to save it from a declutter. I'll just kind of figure out how I'm going to do these. I decided to save Heartless from the declutter that was happening, and I also decided to save Red Rising, now that I have all the space in the world. The Illuminate Files, which I still haven't read. I haven't read a bunch of these books, so I'm not going to keep on saying like, oh, I've read these ones, I haven't read these ones, unless it matters to the story. I've decided to keep all of my V. Schwab, Victoria Schwab books. We've got obviously the side selection. Pride and Prejudice in the canvas. I'm going to put that off to the side. I might also... Ow! Oh my god, that almost like knocked me out. I'm going to put that there. I've also got Little Women in this very cute edition. It's super thick. I heard that these are getting a resurgence again, Renegades and Arch Enemies. I think because a third one is coming out or has come out or something like that. So I'm obviously going to keep it and give them a read. We've got Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. Obviously more have come out that I haven't bought yet. I think there's like Hellbent and something else. We've also got, here they are. We've got Crooked Kingdom and King of Scars, which are all in this like canvas thingy edition. This one actually came in a cover, but I thought the underneath matched my collector's editions more, so I decided to take it off. I bought this recently, and I don't know what it's about. I didn't actually think maybe the book was the most, like, I'm obviously interested in it, but what actually got me was this beautiful cover. I've seen it a few times at the bookshop, and I just couldn't not buy it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Look at this bookshop. It's just so scary looking with the water. I have a fear of open water, so we've got Kiss of Deception. We've got The Raven Boys. We've got Spin the Dawn. I think I saved some of these from a declutter. I don't know which ones exactly, but I saved some of them. And then we've also got The House of the Cerulean, in the Cerulean Sea. These are all my fictions right now. Yeah, these are going to tip at me because they are not bolted into the wall. And there is carpet here, so I hope I live to tell the tale. I might move these. That's more romanticy, which is a new genre on Goodreads. Romanticy. Who would have seen those days? I also bought this recently. It's shortlisted for the Japan Booksellers Award, and it's What Are You Looking For? What You Are Looking For Is in the Library by Michiko Ayama. I hope I pronounced that correctly. That'd be so embarrassing if I didn't. Mainly because my boyfriend's Japanese. I should have asked him, but these are my Disneyland, Disney World ears that I've collected so far. I've been 3 times, but I only have 2 because I didn't buy one when I went to Florida. I only got ones in Paris when I was like 15, 14. I went on a school trip. And Disneyland, California, but I don't have one from Florida, which is a bit of a shame. I'll put those here. How extremely cute is it having space on a bookshelf? This is going to be my like cute bookshelf, like more merchy of sorts, whereas these are going to be more bookshelves, and I think that's going to break it up pretty nicely, and I think it's just a cute vibe. Anyway, this seems to be my literary fiction bit, which I'm going to add this position. No wonder my back hurts all the time. We've got Anna and the French Kiss, which is the collector's edition. I got rid of all the other ones because I didn't have them in collector's edition. If they come out, I'll buy them. I know this book got a lot of hate. I don't hate it. We have some short books. We got The New Me and Milk Teeth. That's more contemporary kind of literary fiction. We've got Verity, which is going to go in my guilty reads, and I think those guilty reads are going to go here. Birthday Girl, Vicious. These are guilty reads. Gonna go in the guilty read pile. We got Taylor Jenkins Reid, Forever Interrupted, One True Love, Carrie Soto's Back, and Maybe in Another Life. I'm gonna put those in the literary fiction area. But I'm Glad My Mom Died and Paris the Memoir. Read both, loved both for different reasons. I also recently read, for kind of future video purposes, Glossy, which is about Glossier, and I love this Glossier colour scheme. Obviously it made sense to do that. Any person with a few brain cells would make that the cover, but it's just, I'm glad they did it. Where am I? Maybe non-fiction's gonna go here. This is literary fiction. Maybe this is going to go into my guilty reads pile. We've got The School for Good Mothers and Lessons in Chemistry. Still haven't read these. I've got the hardback of It Starts With Us. It was half price, so I decided to get it on sale. And then because of that, I decided to get rid of my It Ends With Us and buy a hardback, because then it would go with this. Even though I've already read It Ends With Us, I decided to buy it again because that's what would make sense. So I have this one, and it's with the sprayed edges. I actually think it's really cute. Anyway, I'm going to put that there. Oh, one of my books got a wee bit damaged. Which one is it? The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Oh no. I literally just got this new, but it's a little bit damaged. That's okay. That's going to go with the rest of those books. We got You and Me on Vacation, which is going to go into romance, but not guilty reads. I think that's how I'm going to split it up. That's kind of the vibe I like. We have literary fiction that goes into like good romance. That good. Nothing is good, nothing is bad. That goes into guilty reads. That goes into something. Ugly Love and Beach Read. Ugly Love, guilty reads. Beach Read, good romance. I don't know when that finished recording, but I've moved all of my fantasy up here. Here's my start of romantasy, which kind of links into fantasy. And then so far I've got romance, romance. Now here are my illustrated editions of Harry Potter, which is super, super duper heavy. I might put The Walking Dead. Oh, that almost tipped on me, which is great. I love when that happens. I really need to bolt these to the wall. And I might put these here. We've got 3 books left in here. We've got Lord Jim at Home. That's more for here. We've got Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine, also for here. And we've got How to Stop Time by Matt Haig, which is also going to go somewhere here. 1 box down. This is more fantasy. So is this. These are kind of romance. Well, they are. They're just old-timey romance. And then we've got mystery. Where am I going to put mysteries? Maybe mystery's going to go up here. Non-fiction is going to go maybe. I don't have much non-fiction, so I can maybe kind of slot it in under here. Let's move these around. We've got a dystopian horror type book that can go for mysteries. We've got dark academia. I feel like I'm not going to have all that space that I was just talking about. I'll figure it out. And then we've got mystery. So far I'm just kind of moving things around because I think that's going to be easiest to manage. The Girl He Used to Know, Out of Love. These are all romance. We've got Agatha Christie Halloween Party, which is also known as something something Venice. It was just in the cinemas now. That's gonna go in that. Oh my god, I've got so many books. We've got Murder on the Christmas Express, Sheep's Clothing, and A Helping Hand. Those are all mysteries. Keep You Close, mystery. The Appealed and a Twyford Code. Hey, we've got Funny You Should Ask, With Love from Cold World. Beach Rivals. It Happened One Summer. A Slow Fire Burning is the quiet ones you have to watch out for. I think this is supposed to be a kind of thriller mystery type thing. Then we've got The Long Shadow. It's supposed to be a... Oh yeah. So these two are cute mysteries and they look really like postcards. And these are so cute. I don't care what the book's going to be like because these are the cutest books ever. They look so good. I love mystery and I want it to finally have a good kind of... Am I going to put that here or am I going to put that here? I feel like this is where your eyes immediately go. So this is probably going to be like a really cute... I'll think about that when I get there. Nagasaki. We got Alperton Angels. Good Girl Complex and Bad Girl Reputation by Elle Kennedy, which is obviously the Briar off-campus series. The Roughest Draft, which I'm going to put here. Some more mysteries. We've got the Tokyo Zodiac Murders, Little Fires Everywhere, The Couple at the Table, and then we've got these two, which I think are so cool looking because they match. We got The Passenger and we've also got Stella Marie. Super cute. The Billionaires, the Dreamland Billionaire series. That's obviously going to be a guilty pleasure read. Now, we've got the Death Notes in the all black sprayed edges edition. I don't know where I'm going to put my graphic novels. We've got a classic that I can finally put in its rightful fantasy position. We've got, well, it's dystopian, but I'm going to put it in the fantasy genre for the time being. It's the Hunger Games, and that's like the edition that came out ages ago when I first read these. We got some funny books that I bought in Urban Outfitters. We've got Positions of the Day and just a book about sex. It's called A Little Book of Sex, Hot Hot Hot, and I thought these were really cute. So I don't know where I'm going to put them, but they kind of feel a bit like merch, so I'm just going to put them off to the side for now. We've got Divergent. It's the only one I've kept of that series because the other ones were kind of garbage and they only got worse and worse as the series went on. We've got The Silent Dead. That's mystery. Richard Osman. We've got the 3 books so far that he has, which are obviously The Thursday Murder Club, The Man Who Died Twice, and The Bullet That Missed. And then he's released some more since then. I think there's 1 or 2 more, I can't remember. Only one of them has sprayed edges, which is kind of annoying, but you can't even see that. Only one of them has sprayed edges. Wish they all did. And then we've got some more guilty reads. We've got LJ Shen, and we've got the rest of the off-campus Briar U series. That's another box out the way. Okay, so I've managed to do something here. I like when books are not just like straight across, because then it looks a little bit library-ish, which this is a library, technically. Well, what constitutes a library? This is a home library. But I like when things are a little bit misshapen, so I like this vibe of having something stood up, something's laying down. V. Schwab. Let's put that with V. Schwab. Let's just put that bang in the middle so I kind of have a point of reference. More V. Schwab, more V. Schwab, more V. Schwab. Okay, so when I last finished recording, because my battery died and my camera card was full, I know, lots of struggles, I got out my V. Schwab stuff and that's going to go on here, so I hope that all fits. The Maureen Johnson mystery series, The Sanctuary, which I think is a really cool looking book. There's No Way Back from Paradise. Well, isn't that interesting? The Seven Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, The Cove, more V. Schwab. That's gonna go here. A Therapeutic Journey, Lessons from the School of Life. That's obviously non-fiction. That's gonna go here. My Favorite Murder. Some regular Harry Potter, which I obviously got ages ago and I've read multiple times. I just don't know how I'm gonna fit it here with these. How do I do this? I might just put them lower down just because I do have these illustrated editions and I also have some kind of merch that I got at Universal ages ago, so maybe I'll just put these here. Daisy Jones and the Six and Malibu Rising, which is obviously gonna go here. We've got more Maureen Johnson, which is obviously gonna go here. And then we've got these two, which are Burn Wood and The Savage Side, which I'm super excited to read. Got some more Harry Potter merch. I might put that here. Some Sally Rooney, and we've got some Olga Tokarczuk, which are great books that I'm gonna put somewhere here, and I'll kind of sort them out in a minute. Sally Rooney, Every Summer After, and Colleen Hoover. Obviously Colleen is gonna go into the Guilty Reads section. So I'm gonna actually take this out. I have this here for now. I think this is the longest one of the Colleen books that I have. This one's gonna go there, and Every Summer After is gonna go here. A lot of my witch graphic novels, as you guys can see, these are obviously gonna go into the graphic novel section, which I don't know where that section is gonna be. I'm so upset that they've stopped printing these now because there were about 3 left to finish. And they've decided to stop printing them because the company responsible for Yen Press didn't live up to the contracts that they signed, ended up basically pushing them off schedule, and they weren't allowed to print any more of them, which is obviously great. Thousand Boy Kisses, which I actually wanted to declutter. I don't want it, but I think I should pack it because I have nowhere else to put it. The Cleopatra Frankenstein, which I'm gonna put here for now. And we've got Cinder, which I wanted to declutter, and I also wanted to declutter It Ends With Us because I've obviously got the hardback. I wanted to declutter The Tipping Point because I'm not gonna read it. I wanted to declutter Hush Hush, Unpregnant, The Loop, This Is Not the End, on Honeymooners because I hated this book with a burning passion. The Partner Track, The Hating Game, The Selection series because I, once again, don't care to read them. We've got Diary of a Void, which is such a pretty cover. It's gonna go somewhere here. I wanted to declutter this Sherlock Holmes retelling situation because I didn't have space for it, but now that I do have space for it, I feel like I'm going to keep them. I know, controversial take. I wanted to declutter this because it's just like a selection of little essays and I didn't have space for it, but now that I have space for it, I feel like I can kind of swing one space for it. We have Women Don't Owe You Pretty, which I'm going to get rid of. Heretics Anonymous, which I'm going to get rid of. The old edition of the Seven Husbands of Hugo getting rid of. Why Men Love Bitches. I wanted to get rid of it because I didn't need it anymore, but I'll just keep it in the non-fiction section because it's actually quite thin right now. We've got Deborah Levy, Things I Don't Want to Know and The Cost of Living. I don't have the other one yet. I'll put that right here. I wanted to get rid of these, but I won't now. It's called, it's the Bearing the Nightingale, The Girl in the Tower and The Winter of the Witch. I'll keep these. Now, we also have Jane Flynn, Gone Girl. I'll keep this now because I have the space for it. Becoming by Michelle Obama. I might keep it for now. The Bay, which I read and actually quite enjoyed, but then I want to get rid of it because I didn't have space, but now I can keep it and I love the cover. I think it's great. Among the Beasts and Briars, which I can now also keep. Cruel Prince series, decided to keep now that I have the space. Now these are a bunch of books that I bought recently. Lucy by the Sea, Reward System, I Want to Die, this one, Convenience Store Woman, which is another short book that I bought recently. We've got Days at the Morisaki Bookshop, The Selection, which I'm also getting rid of. Take What You Need, which is there. We've got The Virgin Suicide, which I guess this is kind of like a mystery. I'll put this in the mystery section only because it's kind of like a what happened kind of book. We've got the My Euro for Rest of Relaxation and The Handmaid's Tale, not Handsmaid, Handmaid's Tale. We've got Small Things Like These, which is a short book, and we've got Lapfana, which is by Atessa Moshfegh as well, and I loved My Year of Rest and Relaxation. Now, this is the last box. Tell me what I haven't found. My 3DS. Well, hasn't that kind of upset me? Maybe it's in one of the other boxes that I haven't unpacked yet, but I can't remember any other boxes, so I don't really know where that would be. But I just remember packing it, and I don't know where it is. I'll find it, and if I don't, then I've lost my whole downloaded 3DS game collection, I think. I still have my physical games. It might actually be in the TV stand that I kept upstairs, because we had a spare TV stand now because we have no TV in the bedroom. So maybe it's in there. Let's hope and pray. I'm gonna have to reorganize these because I don't quite. Okay, so now I just need to work on the fiction section because I've got a few books down here and they need work. So we've got fantasy up top. All of this is fantasy, obviously, as you can tell. Fantasy, romantasy, kind of. I haven't really figured out what that section is necessarily. And then we've got kind of literary fiction, classic, romance, quite classic, like this is romance. We've got some guilty reads leading into like my favourite book, one of my favourite romance books. And then we've got Emily Henry, we've got Cold from, With Love from, Cold World something. Some more romance. Down here we've got non-fiction. I actually need to plug in my laptop's gonna die in a minute. Then we've got Zelda Tears of the Kingdom up top, Nintendo. Then we've got Harry Potter, illustrated editions with some kind of more merchy things. Maybe I'll put that up. Back, boom, that's cute. The Walking Dead, more Harry Potter down bottom, but that's like my other, you know what I mean. Now I need to sort out, graphic novels and manga. Now we need to sort out the mystery section, which is where times get tough. Hope my battery doesn't die again. We got this. Then I'm saying we got these. That looks good so far. Then we've got my more holiday themed ones. You're in Paradise apparently. Then I think maybe these can go up there. Oh, these fit perfectly. Some more hardbacks. That will be the hardback section. Perfect. And then we've got the standalones. Let's just plop them up. And then we've got threes. We've got trilogies. Why couldn't I figure that out? I don't really know where to put these. I might slot them in kind of next to the... I knew it was gonna die and I just kept on recording like an idiot. And I didn't look, I had 4 minutes left, so I don't know where I left off. But from the mysteries we've got hardbacks. We've got hardbacks because these are all the same height. We've got standalones leading into duology 2, 2, 3, 3. This is empty. I decided to put the Divergent book just kind of where the non-fiction are. And I think just for now, to make things easy, I'm going to just pop these here at the back. But then I'm going to use them for decorations all around the house once the house is kind of fully furnished. But right now, the house is not fully furnished, so I don't really know where these are going to end up. But color-wise, I'm just going to put them kind of wherever I think they look best. Some in the office, some in the bedroom, some in the living area. So just all around. But for now, they can stay here as a decoration. They're actually probably kind of holding down the bookshelves, which is nice, weighing them down a little. I'm going to keep one of these boxes for the books that I want to get rid of. That is essentially the bookshelves in a nutshell. I mean, I'm obviously going to make some changes to them, pop some more things here and there. I've just pushed the fantasies back into the bookshelf and the bookshelf's tipped backwards now. So I'm just going to keep it like that until it digs into the carpet and it stays like that. And then we can drill it in. I'm just hopping in right at the end because I rearranged some of the bookshelves and I just wanted to do like a final overview of what my bookshelves look like because they've changed quite a bit since not quite a bit, but the general consensus stay the same. I said I would move things around. I've also just now, as I set this camera up, a post-delivery person came and delivered more books. I've actually bought more books since I filmed this video, so that's great. What did I get? I got a few things on sale because they were on sale. Heatwave by Victor Justin, translated by Sam Taylor. This one was half price. It's just like a short book. I love a little short scary story. This one wasn't on sale. It's The Ballad of the Songbirds and Snakes. This is like the new edition. It doesn't go with my old edition, but I just wanted to keep those for memory's sake and then read what is essentially a prequel. I want to read it. Hunger Games is obviously one of my favorite series of all time. This is so dumb. I haven't read the Atlas 6. Is that what it's called? But I was going to buy them and the first book is like unavailable everywhere. I think it's gone big on TikTok again, and that's the issue. But this came out, which is the Atlas Complex, which is I believe the last book. Well, I don't know if it's the last that has come out so far. And this is the Waterstones exclusive edition. I'm gonna try and find the first and the second in the Waterstones exclusive edition because they're not on the website. Obviously, they're sold out. But look how beautiful it is. And I've heard great things about the series, so I feel like I'm gonna love it. If not, I'm just gonna have these beautiful editions, but this one is the Waterstones exclusive. I'm gonna try and find the other ones, or at least find them just in a nice hardback. But I can't even begin to find the first one. That's the annoying bit. This one was on sale. It's Stephen King Holly, which is about a missing girl, 2 serial killers with a savage secret, 1 remarkable detective on their trail. I mean, this sounds amazing. I know Stephen King is like beloved, but I feel like some of his books might be just a little bit like out there for me to start with. So I just thought I'd start with something like this that just reminds me of like a good mystery novel, and I'm gonna just figure out what I think about Stephen King. I don't know, not that he cares. This is by Donna Tartt. It's The Secret History, and this is the anniversary edition that they came out with. It's the 30th anniversary edition. And this is about like a professor who creates kind of like a cult, essentially, is what I'm gathering. So it's under the influence of a charismatic classics professor, a group of clever, eccentric misfits at a New England college discover a way of thought and a world away from their banal contemporaries, but their search for the transcendent leads them down a dangerous path beyond human constructs of morality. So I feel like this is giving like cult, and I thought this was a beautiful cover. Then we have Emma Cline, The Guest. I've been meaning to pick this up for a while. It just kept on being on all the like front tables at Waterstones, and I just didn't pick it up, and now it was on sale, and it's also a signed copy, so I thought I'd add that in. I love that cover. And the last one is also one that I was going to pick up ages ago, and I think it was on sale as well. This is Anne Cleeve's The Raging Storm. I'm just like terrified of water or open water or anything like that, so anything like that will terrify me. Now let's just go from this side and I'll work my way back. So up there we're gonna have classics, but I don't have that many as of right now, so we've just left that bare. But I want to buy a bunch of these cloth bound ones and just start reading more of them now, because my tripod's not going to be okay with this. Let's just go straight from here. So this is the mystery section, essentially, these two right here. We have the hardbacks, we have the series, we have Maureen Johnson, we have the Sherlock Holmes retelling, and then we have all of the paperbacks. So obviously these are the series and these are standalones. I've added like Colleen Hoover into here, If We Were Villains, which I bought last time, and just some shorter books. I bought this recently, these two. We have The Rabbit Hunch and Leave the World Behind, which both look great. I actually think I've got those on sale as well. It's always good to look through the sale section for random shops that you buy from. If we go lower down, we have my tin from watching the Mario movie. I need to put a plant in there. That's what I actually kept it for, to put a plant in there. We have the graphic novels, which I obviously showed you guys before. And we have my non-fiction section, which isn't massive. And the bottom is empty for now. That's more space for me. This is where we start getting into kind of more cute things. So we have the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom section that was there the whole time. I've added in now a 3DS game section and my Switch physical game section. I have more digital games, but these are just the ones I bought kind of when I first got my Switch. Then we actually have my Harry Potter illustrated editions with the merch. Then I know I said in the beginning of the video that I thought I lost this 3DS, which has my whole eShop game section on here. I have it. I found it. So we live to tell the tale. I still haven't got like stands for these, but obviously I'll figure that out when we get there. Am I covering? Yeah, so we have the Zelda, we have the Pokemon edition 2DS's, we have all my DS games and my 2 DS consoles that I have, the pink and the blue. So that's the DS games, DS consoles. And then at the bottom there, we've got the Walking Dead comics that I have. I have this beanbag here for now. I will have an armchair here. Up here we've got all the hardback massive fantasies, and then we have V. Schwab, some of the shorter fantasies down here. I stopped separating them into like romantasy and fantasy because I just didn't like that very much. Literary fiction, kind of. I've kind of just thrown everything in here, even though the Deborah Levy ones are non-fiction. I just feel like they work better in this section here. And then we have romance. So we've got the
I bought these recently, the Elsie Silvers. I have them on Kindle, but I wanted them physically to read them. I recently bought Meet Me at the Lake because I liked Every Summer After. We've got the Billionaire series. I bought these recently, they're like a sports romance. I bought Wildfire and Icebreaker because I read Icebreaker on my Kindle. We've got the Liz Tom Ford series. I've read the first one and I'm loving it, and I'm about to start the second one. We've got Emily Henry, and then we've got my whole Elle Kennedy section, which is obviously, I bought these new ones because these are the old editions that I have, which aren't my favourite. So I bought these new editions that I think are more cute, but I only have the 1 through 5. I don't have the new series, which I'm still reading in the long editions, and then I'll just get rid of them and then buy whatever one is necessary next. And then I have the Good Girl Complex one, and then the Graham Effect, which is the kids of these, allegedly. These are the guilty reads, and actually, they're not really guilty reads. Oh, they're falling apart. These are books that are on the chopping block, essentially. Ones that I'm like not sure about, or ones that maybe like have more of a chance of being kicked out of the selection. So we have, well, these are staying, the Colleen Hoover ones. Then we have the Sinners and Saint vibe and the other LJ Shen one. These are the first of their corresponding like series, and I'll just give them a try, and if I don't like them I'll get rid of them. If I do like them, I'll just get them on Kindle and just finish them like that, because I think they're quite ugly. No offense. I have the last 2 books from the Briar You series, which is the second like set of couples. I've read the first 2, I'm already getting rid of them. And then these are the last 2, and then I'm getting rid of these. And then once she comes out with the pretty covers for these, I'll have those. Like, this is a bit of a work in progress shelf. We have the Anne and the French Kiss. We've got the Penelope Douglas, the Colleen Hoover. Then these are on the chopping block a little bit. We've got It Happened One Summer, Out of Love, The Girl He Used to Know, The Roughest Draft, Beach Rivals, Funny You Should Ask, and With Love, Cruel World, something something. Then we've got the hardback Harry Potter's, Divergent, and the Hunger Games series right there. That is essentially how I've set this up. Those books there are basically, I'm going to just go through them, read them one by one, and just decide if I like them enough to keep them. So these are more on the chopping block. These are ones that I kind of know I like the sound of. And that is essentially the at-home library. That is that. So on to outro, Angelika. And yeah, subscribe to the button for engagement. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.